What if I told you that in only 2017, 700,000 individuals became billionaires and that the overall number is in millions? To be accurate, there are over 1,100,000 millionaires just here in the United States. And now try to imagine how many millionaires there are all over the globe. Every single day, thousands of people became millionaires around the world. However, if you take a closer look, all millionaires can be divided into three categories because there are essentially three ways to become a millionaire unless your father will give you a small loan at $0, in which case you will fall into the fourth category. By the way, contrary to popular belief, only 20% of millionaires inherited their wealth, with the remaining 80% having mated with their blood, a descendant. Hey, let's talk the millionaire success habits. Your normal parent's suggestion when your child is in the slow lane is to use the formula or become wealthy elderly when they are in a wheelchair. Attend a formal education and institution, get high grades, graduate, and get a solid job to save 10% of your income. Make an investment in stock market maximum of 401k. Clip coupons and hope that one day in the future, when you are 65 to 70 years old, you will be wealthy. Congratulations on your accomplishments thus far. If you choose the slow lane, you will have to give up doing title life in order to live your dream life when you are in a wheelchair, which I don't particularly enjoy because once you're old, you can get back to being young, and gain time is out of your control. As your income when you take a spot, you can double or triple your income every single year. But if you ask your boss what 100% right is, you will most likely be fired. So, if you choose to take if, Buffett started investing when he was 11 years old and only made his first zero at the age of 31, how long do you think it will take you to make even $100,000 in the stock market if you haven't invested a single dime in the stock market in your 25 years of life? Within 2 years of retirement, 8% of NFL players have gone bankrupt or are experiencing financial difficulties. When you decide to become a professional athlete, there is no time for financial education. You must work hard, day and night, to be at the top of your game. And there will be people who are more talented than you or simply have better genetics. 60% of NBA players go bankrupt after 5 years of ending their career. Imagine making millions of dollars and still going broke. By the way, the number of athletes who make it to the pro level is less than 1%, and while you're on the flight, you get used to a certain lifestyle that's completely taken care of by your multi-million-dollar salary. And once you retire, it's difficult to get back to an average life, which means you'll go bankrupt in a few years. By the way, the number of athletes who build sustainable business while making it to the top like Michael Jordan is an extreme small minority. When you look at social media, you can see how people are driving Ferraris and living their dream lives, and it makes you feel like you're falling behind. You might be working hard, but whatever money you make is spent on the next great gadget or on the next trip so that you can have something to post on your Instagram. When you look at the more expensive car sidewalkers, you can see how they trap in such a lifestyle when they're driving Ferraris and living their dream lives. And then there's the fast lane, which is based on the principle that rather than sacrificing today for tomorrow, one should be morally up to date now. To create value, you must first have something to offer, and the majority of individuals do not invest the time and effort necessary to build themselves up to the point where they will be able to provide something of value to the greatest number of people possible. If you look at it more closely, the objective of any company is to deliver value in a variety of ways. The grocery shop next to your home gives you with groceries, the restaurant outside the resort provides you with a complete meal, and the store next to your house provides you with groceries. Netflix presents you with stuff that you are interested in watching or listening to. Amazon saves you time and makes shopping much easier. And what makes this path much more appealing than the other tool is that there are no limits to how much you can make. If you want to triple your income in the next 6 months, you can do it because you have complete control over the situation. You won't have to beg your boss for a 5% raise like you would in the slow lane, and you're not sacrificing your future like you would in the slow lane. Because in the fast lane, it is not the automobile that symbolizes the common prosperity, but rather the freedom to know that you have the ability to get it. So it's easy to find self-made millionaires or billionaires for cheap because they understand that they have the freedom to do pretty much anything at any time. On the other hand, you can find people who haven't even paid off their student loans and are completely comfortable taking out another loan to prove to someone that they are successful. I don't choose to be pushed in that manner. Instead, people make terrible judgments that lead to their being robbed. This legal disclaimer does not imply that you will be unable to reach your financial objectives. If you decide to pursue a career as a musician, athlete, or actor, you can, of course, follow that path and gradually turn it into a profitable business. But for the purposes of this discussion, we are talking about the overwhelming majority. If your wealth does not provide you with the freedom to live wherever you want, whenever you want, without being accountable to anyone, you are still cool. And for God's sake, please do not bombard me with comments about how money can't buy happiness, but you can take this slowly. And there are 3 alternative financial pathways you might pursue that each have the potential to make you a billionaire in their own manner. Yet, each has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. Although the fast lane is the most rewarding in that you can become a millionaire in a matter of years and maintain that status for the rest of your life, it is also the most challenging, which is why most people want to take it. However, being a sidewalker is not sustainable, and as a result, the slow lane is probably the best option for the majority of those who want to succeed. Thanks for watching. Till next time. This video is based on the book of The Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco, which is a fantastic read that I suggest to everyone. I've included links to the book and an affiliate connection to Audible, where you can obtain the whole book for free.